Hello again, my melanated honeys. My name is Shaz Monique, and thank you again for tuning in to my video. So before we get started, make sure you go ahead and subscribe so that way you don't miss anything else that I post. Alright, so for today's video, so a few ladies DM me on Instagram and they were asking about taking care of your hair when you have a protective style. So today I'll be showing you my routine of what I do when I have braids. But I do want to say, in order to have a healthy protective style, especially if you're doing braids, you might want to find a stylist who is not hella heavy-handed, because baby, all edges matter. If you have someone who's braiding your hair super tight, they need to let them know that they need to loosen it a little bit, because it's going to defeat the purpose of being in a protective style if it's ripping your hair. But for me, that's not really the case. And I've been able to experience less shedding and less breakage once I started doing this routine. So I just wanted to make a disclaimer that the products that I'm using are things that work for me. I am going to be doing some swatches of different products, and I do want to try new things in the future when I do a new routine for when I have braids, because majority of my protective styles are braids. What can I say? I like braids. But also, when I have braids, I don't take them out every 4 weeks like everybody else. I'm not doing that. I know I didn't sit down for 6 hours to take my braids down in 28 days. So sometimes I may have them in for 2 months. Sometimes I may push it in maybe 3 months. But during that whole process, I'm taking care of my hair underneath. So I hope you like my video, and hopefully that I have some tips that are helpful for you.
So here are the products I'll be using in today's video. I'll be using the As I Am Co-Wash, Shea Moisture's Jamaican Black Castor Oil Leave-In Conditioner, as well as Shea Moisture's Manuka Honey Hair Mask, Mielle Organics Rosemary Oil, as well as Mielle Organics Leave-In Spray Conditioner. So as you can see, my scalp is dry, and baby, my roots need a little bit of TLC. So we're going to go ahead and start with our co-wash. Before I apply the co-wash, I make sure to divide my hair in 4 different sections. Even when my hair is not in braids, it just makes it easier for me to be able to reach my roots. So if you have a spray bottle, this is where you would spray your roots. But for me, I'm just going to go ahead and use my hands, because I don't know where mine is at. So I like to dampen my roots before I add the co-wash, and I'm adding the co-wash only to my roots. So I only add it to my roots because that's usually where the buildup is going to be from all the other products that I'm using to moisturize my scalp. When you have shampoo, you're focusing more on your scalp than the rest of your hair, because we know that with thick, natural, and even curly hair, it takes a longer time for our natural oils to travel down the hair shaft. So if you're co-washing, please make sure you are focusing more on your roots. Same thing with shampoo. As you see, my entire scalp is lathered with a co-wash. I really want to focus only on my roots in this step because I want to make sure that I am cleansing it. All that extra buildup from other hair products, you want to make sure you get out from your roots. Now you want to make sure you rinse out the product and get ready to deep condition. So again, if it's easier to divide your hair in multiple sections, I would definitely advise to do that. And that's what I'll be doing here. I'll be applying the deep conditioner to my roots as well as a little bit down the braids. So that way the ends of my hair that are sticking out are also being moisturized. I really do love this deep conditioner even when I don't have braids, because it really adds so much moisture back to my roots as well as to my ends. This is how I'm able to retain my length, because I'm making sure to focus on my ends. The most brittle part of your hair strand are your ends. Take care of your ends, you guys. And please don't mind that little bit of leave-in conditioner on my forehead, because sis, forehead is big, okay? It's okay. God made me this way. But anyway, you guys will notice that I am massaging my scalp as I put in the leave-in conditioner in my hair. That is a great way to wake up your pores so that it's really taking in the product. To prepare for the deep conditioning process, you're going to go ahead and put a bag over your head. Usually I use a grocery bag when I'm using my regular hair, but when I have braids, I use a trash bag so that way I can fit everything in. The reason why I do this as well as add a towel, because I want to trap some of the heat. So that way I am really penetrating my roots. I'm really penetrating my scalp. So that way that my whole entire head is being moisturized and clean. You will really feel the difference once you start trapping the heat in your deep conditioning process. Now that our scalp is squeaky clean, we are going to prepare it for the next process, which is putting the moisture back into our hair. So we're going to start with putting oil to our scalp, and I'll be using Mielle Organics Rosemary Mint Oil. Now, this stuff is so bomb that you're going to see me show you this twice. That mint oil is so refreshing to your scalp, and it's helpful for hair growth. So definitely make sure that you get this oil. Highly, highly recommended. So another tip that I would like to give when you're putting oil in your scalp is to make sure you're massaging it for at least 1 to 2 minutes. This is going to open your pores and allows your scalp to really take in the product. This also is helpful with promoting hair growth. So now I'm going to be using the spray leave-in conditioner. I'm going to focus on the braids. And next, I'll be using the Shea Moisture's Black Castor Oil Leave-In Conditioner. Not a lot, but I'm also going to focus on the outside of my braids, and I'm going to press the product through the braids. I use this strategy because I want to make sure that my hair shaft underneath is also being moisturized, especially since my braids are a little bit older and the ends of my hair are sticking out a little bit. This is how I'm able to get length retention, because when I take my braids out, the roots all the way to the ends have been moisturized. And we're going to repeat on the other 3 sections. And now that the process is finished, I just go back and I put oil in areas that I couldn't see before. And I'm really going to make sure to focus on my edges because sis, that is the one spot on my head I do not want thinning or disappearing. So I put a little bit more of the oil on the sides and throughout the front if I didn't get it before.
Alright, so hopefully you guys found my video helpful and you found some tips and tricks that you can try when you have your hair in a protective style, especially when you got some braids. Once I started putting this in my routine, it was a game changer for me. When I say less shedding, literally less shedding and really no breakage, my hair was able to really retain its length. Because y'all, you see this is new growth, okay? And we're in a quarantine, so I'm not worried about no new growth, period. But I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. So please comment if there's anything else that you would like to see. Make sure to follow me on my personal Instagram and my hair Instagram page. But most importantly, make sure that you are subscribing to my channel. For all my melanated queens, kings, and all in between, I hope you have a blessed day. And thank you for watching. Bye now.